Today I'm going to go over paper 2, which is the second IB exam that you'll take for English A. So this is what the test booklet looks like. This is what you'll receive on test day. Obviously, this is one from a previous year. You can see here it's from May 2011. When you get your test booklet, it should say English A higher level, paper 2 at the top. It will say the date that you're taking the exam. You guys are taking it on May 8th this year. And then it also mentions that you have 2 hours to complete the exam. So I'm just going to go through the booklet, the instructions, and what you're going to see throughout the test booklet, and then just kind of give you an overview of some ideas of what you could do in order to prepare for the exam. So the instructions to the candidates, they're in a few different languages. English is first, so I'm just going to read through these. So do not open the exam until you're instructed to do so. That's just the beginning. And then the second set of instructions are they're a lot more specific, and this is really what you need to pay attention to. So you're going to answer only one essay question, and you have to base your answer on at least 2 of the Part 3 works that you have studied. Part 3 is this semester. So 2 of the works would be, we read The Crucible, Broken Calabash, Blood Relations, and Othello. So you would need to pick 2 of those works to do your essay. You could include something from Part 2, which was last semester, if the genre is relevant. But we did not read any plays last semester. So last semester, you guys read short stories, and novel, and poetry. So you don't have any available work for you to use for this essay. So you're going to nix that. You're not going to pay attention to that because you're not going to be able to do that. So answers which are not based on a discussion of at least 2 Part 3 works will not score high marks. So if you don't talk about The Crucible, Broken Calabash, Blood Relations, or Othello, if you don't talk about at least 2 of those, then you're not going to be able to receive high scores on your exam. And then the last part of the directions just says that you're not allowed to bring copies of the works you've studied. So this is all from your memory, from what you recall. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll through the rest of the exam booklet. Those are just the directions in the other languages. And then this is what page 2 looks like. So it says answer 1 essay question only. You have to base it on at least 2 of the Part 3 works you've studied. At least 2. Could you do more? Yes, technically you can. You may include in your discussion a Part 2 work if the genre is relevant. So if you have the same genre. Answers which are not based on discussion of at least 2 Part 3 works will not rescore high marks. So it's just repetitive of the first page. So each genre has a couple questions. So obviously we read dramas, so you have to pick one of these 2 questions. Okay? And then as you're scrolling through, you'll see there's poetry, there's prose, there's fiction, and then there's general questions about literature. So you can pick one of the 2 drama questions, or you can select one of these 4 general questions on literature. I'm going to scroll back up to the genre drama questions and go over them with you. So you have 2 options here. So math can be used both literally and metaphorically in drama. Discuss to what extent and for what purposes masks have been used in at least 2 plays you've studied. That one would be a little bit difficult for the plays that we've read. So I'm going to go to the second one. Referring to at least 2 plays you've studied, consider the presentation of jealousy or envy and the ways in which such presentation is used to further the action in the plays. Wow, this question is actually super relevant. I'll do a separate video breaking down how we could tackle this particular question and how you could outline an essay based around this question. You'll notice that these questions are on your written final exam for my class because I pulled sample drama questions and sample questions about general literature for your final exam for my class. So if you go down here, you have some other options. These are general questions about literature, but you still have to use 2 works, at least 2, from Part 3. So you still have to use The Crucible, Broken Calabash, Blood Relations, or Othello. So then you can go through these, look at those, and then you'll see that's it. That's the entire test booklet. So you'll have your time to plan your essay, outline it, and then do your final draft of your paper. And that is basically what the test booklet looks like.